In today's video, I'm going to show you guys a full money guide on the smoke on the water business. I'll show you guys both the money laundering missions and the weed delivery. But before we get into that, if you want to see more content, especially in the Money Fronts DLC, make sure to subscribe. It's free and you can always change your mind later. But without further ado, let's get into today's video. So starting off here, we're going to be starting with the money laundering missions as my heat level is practically 0. Now there are 4 missions that I was able to get. 1, we take out rival dealers. 2, we recover the product. 3, we recover a fertilizer, and for the 4th one, we torch rival weed farms. Now for this one, we're recovering the product, which means it's pretty simple. We're basically going to go to the location, we're going to take the product, and we're going to return it. So, pretty simple. This one is in the Marietta Heights, so we'll start heading over there. For all the missions, they're all pretty simple. I'd say that for these ones, what I would recommend is just making sure you have, like, full health and maybe even body armor, because I don't know what it is with the weed farm, but just the fact that it's like a lot of gang things means you're guaranteed to take at least some damage, since there are normally a lot of NPCs. So other than that though, there isn't really much to it. They're pretty straightforward. So for this one though, I will head over to the destination and we'll go from there. Alright, so here we are. Basically what's going on is the noose is fighting them, but they're like burning everything. I don't know if it's the guys in the noose, lore doesn't really matter, but basically our goal here is to steal this RCV and then put out the fire with the water cannon. So we're gonna hop in here and go ahead and start doing that. So we're just gonna spray it. I'd work on getting the fire out before moving on, just make sure it's completely out, otherwise it'll come back up and we don't want that obviously, so I'm just spraying until I actually see the flames go out entirely. Maybe move this a little bit closer if we have to here. And there we go, now the fire's out, so all we gotta do here is grab the product. You can grab them all on your own, you don't need anyone else. So we're gonna grab that. I'm gonna grab a combat MG here to get out, but basically we have some normal cops to deal with, thankfully not noose, so they're not too hard to take out. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Get in my car, and we're just gonna lose the cops. So, losing the cops is pretty easy, but to make it even easier, I'm gonna go ahead and dip into the river and try to get to the sewers, because that way I can just park in there and don't have to worry about these guys. There we go, we lost the cops. I went in the tunnels here to avoid them. But yeah, now all we gotta do is deliver the product back to the business, and that's it for this mission. Alright, so here we are back at the business. All we're gonna do is just drive this in here and move on to the next one. So this time we're doing one where we take out the rival dealers. Now for this one, it's pretty simple, but basically we're gonna go steal a rival gang car. I believe Raph said the Vagos. So we're gonna take that and then go to take out the other dealers. The whole idea behind this mission is like making it seem like a gang rivalry rather than, you know, a distribution between dealers. But it's pretty simple. You just need to drive around and shoot the rival dealers. Now obviously I recommend using something like a heavy revolver or maybe a tactical SMG to take them out quick. There will be a lot of NPCs, both at the location of the car and at the dealers. But basically, if you just equip body armor, you can take out like 1 or 2 of them, take the car, and then at the dealers, there's not that many. There's like maybe 4 or 5. So you just take them out quick and then get out of there, and then you don't need to fight a ton of NPCs. So anyways, we're almost here at the car, so I'm gonna just find it. I'm gonna take out like 1 or 2 guys right in front of it, then I'm just gonna hop in and hopefully not die. Alright, so okay, spun out, not optimal. Here we are. So I'm gonna just do like this, and then I'm just gonna run into the car. Still have health. I'm getting shotgunned, but we survived with a decent amount of health. So now we're just gonna go ahead and take out the dealers. So there's one right ahead of us, so we'll go for him first. I'm going to be using my tactical SMG because I don't trust myself to always hit the first shot with the revolver. but if I headshot them, they should still go down within one shot. So I'm gonna just make my way around the map and take out these dealers. So here's the first one, we're just gonna do like that, and then we're gonna get out of here. Alright, we're basically here at the second one. Now they will send some NPCs after you, but they're not too hard to just kind of avoid. Anyways, this guy will go down. I don't know how he's not dead yet, but there we go. And now we're gonna move on to the last one. I'm just gonna really quick check. Okay, he's right there, yeah. Anyways, we're gonna head there, and then the last step after we take him out will be to destroy the car in a secluded location. Alright, last guy is right here. These NPCs are kind of screwing me over, so I'm gonna just quickly deal with that one. And then we'll hop back in the car to take out this last guy. Which, well, I missed. There we go. Definitely gonna have to get some snacks, but that's why we always fill up on them. And now we'll take this to the location and dispose of it. The NPCs might chase us there. If they do, we'll just take them out. Actually, I'm gonna take them out right now. There we go. They're dealt with. We'll park this right around here. Nope. Lied. Right around here. We'll plant a bomb. Call up our own car. Get rid of that one. And if I could aim at the ground... Oh. NPCs. Now that they're dealt with, now we can just leave. And there it is. It'll also pay 70k like all the other ones and the ones in the car wash that we can collect in the car wash bag. So we'll head back to the business and start the third mission. So for this mission, we're heading out to Sandy Shores to torch these weed farms. Now this mission can also spawn in the city, or if you're really unlucky, spawn in Pluto Bay. And basically you must use either Molotovs or jerry cans to torch them. Now I recommend using the Molotovs, as that means you don't have to take out all the NPCs. The only downside to that is if you don't have it in your custom weapon loadout, you'll have to get the ones Raft sources for you, because as you can see here, the custom weapon loadout option is disabled. So I'm heading right now to where the Molotovs you sourced from me are, so I can pick them up so they actually show in my custom weapon loadout. So I'm gonna head there, and then we will start torching the farms. Alright, so here are the Molotovs. We're gonna go ahead and grab these. Now, when we go to the farms, there's gonna be two things. One is a lot of NPCs, and two is like three kinda, I guess, plots where they're growing the weed at. So we need to make sure that we put a Molotov on each of the three plots. That way it actually like, destroys the farm. It's a little bit odd with registering. You really have to get it like at the perfect spot. The other problem is you have to actually get in the red circle for it to kind of show you. There's actually four plots here, but basically we're gonna put one there, we're gonna put one there, put one here, and one right there. I don't know if that'll get all of them, but it should. Yep, okay, so I got all four of them, and you can see in the bottom right, it changed to 2 remaining. And yes, you will get high because, you know, technically you're smoking off the weed since you're burning it, and when you roll a blunt, you burn that, and that's what kind of, you know, gets you high. I don't know, I don't do drugs, but anyways, that'll happen, but once you leave the area, your character will slowly go back to normal. So we're just gonna head to the next weed farm and do the same to that one as we did with the previous. And yeah, keep going from there. But as you saw, there was a lot of NPCs, but I didn't take a lot of damage. So if you wanted to use like an armored Kuruma for this mission, I don't know if you can throw Molotovs out of it, but if you can, or then I'd use that. But normal cars should do just fine. Okay, so one plot is going to be right here. There's one. My character would throw the Molotov not at the fence. That'd be amazing. Alright, we'll go like this. I'm gonna just hit this one with like 2 Molotovs. I feel like there should be another plot somewhere. Maybe if I... Nope, I got it all. Okay. I want to eat some snacks so we can heal up and don't die. And I can't drive right now or see much because my character is high as a kite. But we'll head to that last weed farm and destroy that one. Alright, here we are at the last one. Still have plenty of Molotovs. And we're also gonna crash, so that's nice. But, we'll see if we can do like 2 there. I might actually get everything. I think that should get it, to be honest. Yep, there we go. And now we're just gonna leave the area. I wasn't planning to go down this way, but I guess this is gonna be our escape route. Roof sliding. Can I flip? There we go. Alright, so we'll take our impromptu escape route, and any second now, there it is. And as per usual, the earnings will go into the duffel bag in our car wash. But we'll head back to Smoke on the Water for the 4th and final weed for money laundering mission. Alright, so for the 4th and final mission, we're going to collect fertilizer. Basically, for this one, we head out there and we're supposed to just collect it, but there's going to be like some mob or something. They're going to just like try to defend it. We'll just have to take them out and then take the fertilizer back. Obviously, they send some NPCs at us, but they're not really much of an issue. You just kind of go there, take the guys out, then take the truck and deliver it. It's really, really simple. I honestly don't even need to show this one, but for the sake of the video, I'm going to do it anyways. So I'll probably just cut to where we're at the truck and then we'll drive it back. Alright, so I didn't forget to mention that once you get a little bit closer, they'll be like, oh yeah, you need to get there in this certain amount of time because the rival outfits onto us or whatever. It doesn't really matter. It's as long as you're not like running there on foot, you should make it easily within the time. So then once you get here, just work on taking out all of the guys. Shouldn't be too hard. There's only about 8 of them. So you just kind of gotta go until you take him out. And with him right there, which I can't seem to lock on him, there we go. Now we're just gonna collect the truck and deliver this back, and that's all there is for this mission. So now, like I said, we're just gonna head back, and that's all there is to this mission. It's literally that easy, and you get 70k for it. So yeah. So that's all we have to do for this mission. It's simply that easy. So now that we have some heat, I'm going to show you guys the weed delivery mission so you can reduce your heat. Now obviously I wouldn't normally do the delivery mission at this level of heat, but for the sake of the video, I'm not just going to spam like a bunch more money laundering missions yet. So I'll start it up here. Now, like the car wash and the Higgins Heli tours, this mission doesn't pay shit, so it doesn't really matter. But I'm going to show you guys kind of how to do the bonus objective just in case you want to do it. And hey, it's a little bit of extra money for just a few extra seconds. So basically we have these 5 locations that we have to deliver to, and each location or customer is going to want a certain brand of weed. So we're just going to go off what they ask here. Here in the Vespucci Canals, they're asking for the red harvest type, so that's what we'll deliver. And if we deliver the right type, we get a tip. Now, if you don't deliver the right type, it doesn't really matter. You just won't get the extra tip. But it doesn't really matter because you're not going to make much money off of anyways. But for a few extra seconds, you can make like an extra 1,000 if you deliver all the right types. So as you can see there, I got 500 plus a 120 tip. They tip a different amount depending on where you deliver to. But anyways, it's pretty simple, so I'm going to just simply go ahead and deliver all of the packages, and then I'll show you guys like the final payout. Okay, so here at the second location, you have to like come up here. I didn't want to call Raf, I just wanted to look at my text. They want the blueberry cheesecake, so we'll deliver that. And on to the next one. Here in Rancho, they also want the blueberry cheesecake version, so we'll go ahead and give them that right here. And we just got 2 more after this. So here we are. This person wants the purple sherbet one. And then we're on to Mirror Park, which will be the final drop-off. And for the final drop-off here, purple sherbet. Now, you also get a RP bonus for actually leaving in the van. You could just leave it here, but there's really no reason not to. And at least for me, being level 1087, the RP bonus is definitely worth it because it takes me forever to rank up. But I actually ranked up from this because of the RP. It's kind of insane this week. So there's one more thing I'd like to mention about the Smoke on the Water business, and that's by owning this, you're actually giving a buff to the value of your weed made in the MC Business Weed Farm. I think it's 30%. I'm not exactly sure, but I think that's what it is. But anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for today's video on the Smoke on the Water money guide. If you guys find it enjoyable or helpful, please leave a like. If you didn't like it, leave a dislike. Remember to subscribe for more content. We're only 1 subscriber off for 1,500, and I will see you guys in my next video. Peace.